All right, let's talk about French. Have you ever just stared at a sentence, totally confused by all the different ways to say what? Well, you're definitely in the right place. We're going to solve this little puzzle once and for all.
Yeah, looking at these three, qu'est-ce, que, and qu'est-ce qui, it can feel like you're walking through a grammar minefield, right? But I promise you, it's not nearly as complicated as it seems. In fact, by the time we're done here, you'll realize it all comes down to just one super simple question.
So, here's the plan. We're going to start with that one big question, the key to everything. Then we'll check out the two paths it opens up. We'll do a quick practice round, and then bam, you'll have a new grammar superpower. Sound good? Let's do it.
Okay, let's get right to it. This right here, this is the master key to the whole puzzle. Every single time you need to say what in French, you just need to stop and ask yourself one thing. Just one. Is what the subject of my sentence, or is it the object?
The easiest way to think about this is like a fork in the road. You've got the subject, that's the person or thing doing the action, and then you've got the object, that's the one getting the action done to it. And just to make it super clear, as we go along, we're going to color code this. Subjects will be in blue, objects in orange. Trust me, once you make this one little decision, you'll know exactly which word to grab every single time.
All right, so let's take that first path at our fork in the road. This is probably the one you're going to use the most. This is for when what is the object, when you're asking about the thing on the receiving end of the action.
So say hello to your new best friend, Qu'est-ce. Seriously, this is going to be your go-to. It's the standard, everyday way to ask what when it's the object. It's super reliable, really common, and the best part, it follows a dead simple pattern.
Look how easy this formula is. You literally just plug everything in. You start with your phrase, qu'est-ce, then you pop in the subject, the person doing the action, so here it's tu, and finally you stick the verb on the end, désires. Boom! Qu'est-ce que tu désires? What do you want? It's that straightforward.
Let's do a couple more just to lock it in. Qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Okay, who's the subject? Anne. She's the one doing something? So what must be the object? Make sense, right? How about qu'est-ce que nous allons manger? What are we going to eat? Well, we are the subject, so what is the object we're eating? You see that pattern? It's the same every time. Now, qu'est-ce has let's call it a fancier, more formal cousin. And that's just the word que. They mean the exact same thing. They're both for when what is the object. But que is a bit more formal. You see it more in writing. And it has one rule you have to follow. You have to use something called inversion. That's just a fancy way of saying you flip the verb and the subject. So our easy qu'est-ce que tu désires becomes the slightly more formal que désires-tu. See how désir and tu swapped places? Same meaning, just a different vibe.
Okay, let's back up to our fork in the road and take that second path. And you know what? This one is actually even easier. So what do we do when what isn't on the receiving end of the action, but is the one doing the action?
Well, for that situation, you've got one and only one tool you need. Qu'est-ce qui. And that little word on the end, qui, that's your big flashing sign. It's the clue that tells you that what is the subject of the sentence. It's the one performing the action.
Let's look at this in action. Take qu'est-ce qui arrive? What is happening? Ask yourself, who or what is doing the happening? Well, what is. There's no other subject in there. Or how about qu'est-ce qui prouve ce fait? What proves this fact? Again, the what is the thing that's actually doing the proving. It's the star of the show, the doer. So the rule is super simple. If what is your subject, you grab qu'est-ce qui.
All right. So you've seen both sides of the coin. You've got the theory, now it's time to put it to the test and make sure this really sinks in. Let's do a little practice.
Okay, first one. How would you complete this sentence, qu'est-ce que ne va pas, meaning what's wrong? Think about it for a second. Got it? The answer has to be qu'est-ce qui. And why? Because what is the subject here? It's the thing that is not going well. There's no other doer in the sentence. Okay, next up. Que regardes-tu for what are you looking at? Notice anything? That verb and subject are flipped. Regardes-tu. That's a massive clue, isn't it? That tells us the answer is que. And of course, the less formal way would be qu'est-ce que tu regardes? In both cases, you are the subject doing the looking. So what is the object you're looking at? And for our last one, qu'est-ce que Joseph aime faire? What does Joseph like to do? So, first question we always ask, who's the subject? Well, it's Joseph. He's the one doing the liking. That automatically means what is the object of his affection, so to speak. And that means the only correct answer is qu'est-ce que. You got it. Fantastic.
See? It's not some crazy, impossible grammar magic. It's just a system. And by learning to ask that one simple question, subject or object, you've just given yourself a legitimate grammar superpower. You can now build these questions with confidence.
Look, if there is only one thing you remember from all this, please let it be this golden rule. Every time you're about to ask a what question, just take a breath. Pause for a split second and ask yourself, is what the doer or is it the receiver? That's it. Your answer to that one question is the key that unlocks everything.
You really have. You've taken something that's confusing for so many people and you've cracked the code. So now that what is no longer a puzzle, what's the next one you want to solve? Maybe it's all the different ways to say why, or the tricky details of using who. Your learning journey is always moving forward. And now you've got a powerful new tool in your belt to tackle whatever comes next. Thanks for hanging out with me.